Do you read Sports Illustrated? Do you still get a subscription?
I get it every week.
Do
and
you?
Guess what? I rarely open it.
Really? Just time? Don't have time?
I am not a sports reader.
Yeah.
I read enough sports every day. I don't read sports books. I don't read that book either.
You know, I don't read a lot of sports books anymore, but I'm reading a real good one right now.
Which would be called?
Branch Rickey, The Ferocious Gentleman.
I would think that'd be interesting.
It's about 580 pages because it has not to do not only with sports but also American culture.
Yeah, Sports Illustrated. I used to write for Sports Illustrated. I was disappointed that the guy was going to hire me as a back page columnist, and then he got fired. I don't know whether it's because he was going to hire me as a back page columnist or something, but I always had great respect. It was one of my goals in life, and I've read some stuff for him, but I don't read it much anymore.
Well, that's nice.
I think internet is just kind of wiped out all magazines and newspapers, truthfully.
Yeah. SI still does a great job. Still has some of the best writers in the country writing sports. They also do what just about everybody else does on the web. And one of the things
everybody's into lists.
One of the things they've done in the last couple of days is they are listing the top 10 players at each position in the NFL. And they just came out with their top 10 list of running backs. And let me read that list to you, okay? We've got Marshawn Lynch at number 1, Le'Veon Bell of Pittsburgh number 2, DeMarco Murray is number 3, now with Philadelphia, of course. Eddie Lacy of the Packers is number 4. You know who's number 5? This one shocked me a little bit. Jeremy Hill of the Cincinnati Bengals is number 5.
Liked him against the Broncos.
He ran for more yards in the second half of the season, almost 1,000 yards, than anybody else in the NFL. Jamal Charles is 6, Arian Foster 7, Justin Forsett is number 8 of Baltimore, number 9 is Lamar Miller of Miami, and number 10 is Adrian Peterson, and he's only at number 10 because they're not quite sure what they're going to get from Adrian Peterson. C.J. Anderson, not in the top 10. At the end of this year, where do you think C.J. Anderson will be on that list?
In the top 10, probably in the top 5. What did you think about the job Forsett did last year?
Did a great job, and Gary Kubiak was his offensive coordinator.
I don't know that Gary Kubiak and the Mike Shanahan combination ever had anybody that had under 1,000 yards. They took guys off the street. They would take guys that were riding down Dove Parkway, Dove Valley
selling
Parkway.
Phones from a kiosk in a mall.
Oh, come on, come in. Here, you want to be I mean, that list of people that they had that were 1,000-yard runners.
Olandis Gary, Tatum Bell, Mike Anderson.
Ruben Drones. Mike Anderson rushed for 1,500 yards. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He was a Marine. Nice guy. He was a Marine. And they go other places. Drones went to Cleveland. Messed the bed. He didn't do anything.
Yeah, Olandis Gary really didn't do anything.
No,
Bell
he went to
didn't do
Detroit,
anything.
I think. He was nothing after that. Who would you guess going to be? Because see, Marshawn Lynch, I don't know whether that's the ranking of the best running backs or the ones who are going to be most successful with yardage this year.
Well, I feel very strongly about this. I think Adrian Peterson is going to be absolutely fabulous.
2,500 yards?
Not 2,500.
Well, that's what he said. He said, I'm going to run for 2,500 yards.
I think he runs for between 1,800 and 2,000 yards.
So your over-under would be 1,900.
Okay. If that's, you're doing the math, all the math today. If that's what you think,
said
okay.
Well, I'm trying to get an exact number so you could do it over-under.
Okay, 1,900.
So if I said 1,700, you'd say
over.
So, okay. I would guess, and I'm going to talk to CJ tomorrow at practice, I think he's going to run for, I'm going to write about him for Sunday, because I thought it was so funny when he walked over and said, what do you think of this stomach? Getting back at, and I'm giving you a hint, I'm going to write about CJ because I thought it was hilarious that I want to talk to him about the chubby, designation he had, and what his goals really are. Because I told him, I said, I think you're going to run for 1,500 yards. He said, yeah, that's. I'm going to do that.
I'm with you. I think this time next year we're going to be talking about C.J. Anderson as a top 10 running back in this league because I do believe he's going to have 1,400 yards rushing.
Gay's had a lot better positive line that I thought. He said because he's got such thick thighs that the first guy can't really hold on to him.
Right.
He said they're going to learn. They can't tackle him the way they're tackling him, and we'll find out whether they are. But I think that defensive players are set in their ways, whether they go after guys' legs or they try to bring him down around the chest. And C.J. Anderson in this system is going to have that one move back, and he's got the explosiveness that Terrell Davis had. Here come the attack of the Vikings.
We did. Last year we saw his cutback ability in flashes, but the zone blocking scheme allows for a running back who can cut back to gain a lot of yardage.
And I think it's going to be healthy.
I think he's going.
I don't think Marshawn Lynch. I wouldn't put him at the top of the list.
No?
If I were going with anybody, it would be a guy out of Kansas City healthy.
Jamal Charles, huh?
I would think that Murray will thrive in Philadelphia. He's going to get a lot of carries.
Yes, he is.
So if I were picking it, it would go this way. I would say Jamal Charles, because he is durable, and he gets hurt every once in a while. He's durable. They want to run the football. I would think Murray will get his opportunities. I still like Arian Foster. He's coming down some, but I like him.
Well, with no quarterback there, he's going to see, if he stays healthy, because he doesn't do that very well, he's going to get a lot of carries.
And I would put Adrian Peterson and C.J. Anderson right there, around 5 or 6.
You're saying C.J. Anderson's name in the same sentence with Adrian Peterson?
You heard
I'm
it.
not going that far. I'll go far with C.J. I won't go that far.
Okay, I asked you the over/under on Adrian Peterson. You said you would take
1,800.
Okay, and I'm taking 1,500 on C.J. Anderson.
Really?
So let's say you are a little bit off and that I'm a little bit low. They would be right there in the same paragraph.
Okay.
You don't believe so?
I'll give you that.
Because this team is going to run the ball effectively.
I agree.
They got a great.
But I think you're also going to see Monte Ball run the ball some.
Yeah,
he's a second-round draft pick, man. And he's healthy now. So.
And I go, Monte Ball hadn't shown me a damn thing since he's been here.
Not yet.
Hadn't shown me a damn thing. He may have shown somebody else, but and this is not about the appendectomy. When he was healthy, he didn't show me a lot. I mean, this was a guy that was supposed to be a Big Ten kind of leading rusher.
Okay.
Now we got Gordon and stuff.
You answer your phone. I'm going to tell everybody that segment was
phone.
sponsored by the Blake Street Tavern.
Oh,
they have 3 bars at the Blake Street
ready.
Tavern, including
Walgreens.
the Underground Social. Go downstairs, play some games. They've got 18,000 square feet altogether. They've got 60 HD TVs located throughout all 3 bars. You can watch whatever you want there. They'll even turn the sound up for your specific game. It's been voted Denver's best sports bar 3 years in a row by Westward. It's the Blake Street Tavern. They're located at 23rd and Blake, just a couple of blocks north of Coors Field.